What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and here we are going to talk about the markets, what is going on in cryptocurrency, and should you be concerned right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are giving away $500, so go and check the link down in the description below. So look, total market, it's been red for a long time. If you're a new investor into crypto, you're probably feeling, what the fuck? What have you got yourself in for right now? We're going to kind of talk about a few things that are on my mind and a few things that I think is really important when the market is in the place it is. And ultimately, cryptocurrency markets are driven by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Or the flip side is they are driven by hype and momentum. So let's take a look at the total global crypto market, down 2.09%, 1.74 trillion. Now you need to understand,
this is a big fucking number.
Although for those of us that are in the space kind of every day looking at these markets, that feels quite low, and we've been hovering around this kind of 1.58 to sort of $2 trillion for quite some time now. But think about that, $1.74 trillion market is the total global cryptocurrency market, which is a huge amount, When we get into the nitty gritty, or a few of the kind of big tokens, Bitcoin's 39.1 for a Bitcoin. Now I remember back in 2017, it used to be $2,000. You know, Bitcoin at 39.1 is still a relatively cheap purchase, in my opinion, if you are in this market for the long haul. Ethereum at 2,582. You can see they're all trending about 2 to 3% down. As you kind of come down the market, there are a couple that are bucking the trend. XRP's having a pretty good run. You can see up nearly 6% on the 7-day. But as you kind of get through into the sort of meme tokens, and certainly the space where a lot of my videos come from, Shiba Inu is down 2.5%. Dogecoin down 6.26% on the week. So a lot of red out there in the market. And all that means, again, for people that are just getting into the market, is people are not buying these tokens. There are many more people selling than buying. It's very simple economics in terms of what you see in the crypto market. Exactly the same as the stock exchange, which is equally having a pretty rough ride right now. Why? Well, when we take a look at the fear and greed index, now what does this mean? For any of you that haven't looked at this, this is basically the numbers that are taken in terms of people selling, people buying, and what does the market feel like. So you can see last month we were neutral. Now this was back in December and November of last year, where the market was really, really bullish. You know, you were seeing 88, 90, 92, you know, kind of extreme greed, whereas we're at the absolute opposite end. Now, it does feel like it is moving. We were sort of down here, you know, not so long since, but it does feel like it's moving ever so slightly in the right direction as people start to open it. Well, what's driving it? The reality is inflation is nearly 8% now in the US. It's about 5.5% over here in the UK. So people are not going to speculate. People are not going to be putting money into cryptocurrency, especially when we've got things like the regulations coming out of Biden's administration. And crypto is a dangerous place in the, you know, small minorities where people get rugged, or people don't do enough research, or they ape in and chuck their money. Anyone who's getting into the global market, you're pretty safe if you're going to get into Bitcoin. That's the honest answer. Now, you know, anyone who's been in cryptocurrency for a long time will tell you we go through these cycles. It's a very well documented fact that you get this huge run up, you then get a pullback, you then get another run up, and that run up tends to be bigger. Again, I could be wrong. You know, the market is the market, but that tends to be genuinely what happens. If we jump into the DeFi space, and now this is where I tend to operate a lot around my YouTube channel and certainly tokens I'm in, and what we're seeing, tokens with utility are seeing some moves. Equally, when we've seen tokens that currently are running on hype or running on ambition, we're not seeing the same sort of move. What do I mean by that? Take the coin that I'm looking at, Mandox. We know they've got their NFT drop coming in next week. They're on the channel on Wednesday, which I'm super hyped about. They have got their Cyborgs, the second set of 1,000 NFTs that are dropping, and we know that NFT platform is not a million miles away. So they have a use case coming out and product coming to market. If we take a look at Saitama, and this is always a good one to look at, they have SaitaMask, which feels like it's starting to get some momentum. 20,000 transactions on SaitaMask. We're seeing a bit of liquidity. We've actually seen a 10% increase in the price, which is good. So we are seeing some movements. Again, Shiba Inu, if you haven't gone and checked that video out that I dropped last night, go and check it out. Their play to earn game, we got our first look at what it's going to be like, the first kind of mechanics of what the game is going to operate like, and we've seen this very, very nice run up in terms of Shiba Inu. So there are three tokens where we've got utility and we've got use case round. If we flip that on its head and take something like Terrarium, that's had its huge run up from its initial launch has kind of had a sell-off and then it's now consolidating because we don't actually have a use case. We've got exchanges coming, but the option of the kind of CEX where this wants to go to is a little bit down the road, so we're still having to wait for that. In terms of Shibnobi, we did have some nice price movement on Shibnobi, and equally we're starting to see some move, but we have got this dump sell-off. But again, Dojo Swap is on its way. This is where it was announced and we saw some big run up. If we didn't have this big sell-off, which is a problem with Shibnobi, we would still be trending up here in the 6/8s, which feels definitely like it is bucking the trend in terms of what we are seeing. Wolf Inu is another great example, down 13%, but again, the use case is coming. We're just going to have to wait and see. Now, this was all the hype around the build, and then this is just general fear in the market right now. So we are going to see something come shortly from Wolf Inu. But again, back to my original point, the total market is down. There is definitely an uncertainty in the market, and the DeFi space completely correlates with this Ethereum number. So Ethereum down nearly 3%. We would definitely then expect 6. People are then getting less for their Ethereum. And if you think about it that way, you're getting hit twice. Not only are you getting hit for a price that's fallen in the DeFi space, equally your Ethereum is worth less. So people tend to not trade it. If we actually go into Ethereum, you can see volume down 28.1%. In terms of people buying it, the diluted market cap is also down and the undiluted market cap is also down. So that tells me everything, and it should tell you exactly the same. People are buying less Ethereum. It's just as simple as that. So therefore, that completely correlates into the DeFi space where we see volumes down in most tokens. Even some of the really big volume tokens where we were seeing huge moves, we're definitely not seeing that anymore because people do not want to purchase it. What's my view on where we're going to be? I think we're still going to be in quite a bearish market for at least while all the noise and the issues are going on in Russia. And I think the uncertainty around what Biden's administration is doing, and equally all these noise we keep hearing about rug pulls and kind of scams that's going on in the crypto space. I do think we're going to see quite a bearish market for at least till the end of March. And then as I think we come into the summer and things start to normalize, I think we will start to see another potential bull run. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think the bull run is imminent? And I'll see you in the next video.